everyone, and welcome to Mystic Moonstone's Angel Card Reading, the first reading of October as it goes from the 1st through to the 7th. Let's have a look and see what the cards have in store for us this week. Oops. First card we have is Archangel Raphael and Healing. I always say this is a slightly different healing card to normal because we have the lovely green, the lovely yellow in there. I was going to say green because green is the colour we associate with Archangel Raphael, but it is the yellow that we have in here. And this is what makes it different and sets it aside from other Archangel Raphael cards that are about healing. Because even though this has the title Healing, the yellow one here is more to do with the solar plexus, and it's more to do with upliftment, mental healing, emotional healing, that kind of, you know, that just kind of feeling of things starting to kind of lift, especially if you've been in a little bit of a fog and feeling a little bit down, things like that. When Archangel Raphael comes in this way, he actually helps you to link in with your own intuition, which helps you to see what's good for you, which in turn can just lift the spirit. Okay, let's see what influence card we have to go with that. She promised me she's going to be good today. And we have the Angel of Healing. Alright, these cards are really going together, aren't they? The angels have felt your sadness and have shown up today to bring healing. So, again, this is about sadness, this is about emotion, this is more mental or perhaps spiritual even than physical. Okay, so that's the thing to really look out for at the beginning of the week, that kind of, you may start off feeling a little bit, but as the day progresses, as you go through those first days of this week, you'll start to feel a little bit of upliftment. Okay, let's move to the middle of the week. And we have the Awakening and Archangel Jeremiah. So that kind of follows on, doesn't it? You know, as you're kind of, your spirit's being lifted, you've become more aware of things. Maybe there's a situation around you that you thought was really dire. For example, you might be in a job that you don't really like. And you may have been trying to get out for quite a while with no luck. There's a lot of you in that same boat, may I just add, to the point of it feels like that boat is about to sink. Okay, there's not a lot of, can I say, employment movement going on. As a reader, as a professional reader, I'm finding this quite a lot. And people tend to think it's like they're doing wrong or they're at fault, and they're not. It's just, and I'm not just talking in England, in Ireland, in America, I'm talking globally. There just seems to be this kind of stagnation at the moment, almost as if everybody's waiting to see what's going to happen. It feels like all the energies are on a kind of, are on hold. That's the only way I can put it. And it is disheartening. And, you know, the only thing you can do is keep knocking on doors until one opens, but please don't think you're the only one going through that. I really felt like I needed to give that message out to a few of you, really. Okay. So what I was saying about if you're in a job that maybe you don't like, maybe it's time to just stop and think about what are the positives of that job. Okay, you might not want to stay there forever, but is there something about that job at the moment? Maybe they allow you time to do something you want to do. Maybe it's not too far from home. You know, maybe you really get on with your colleagues. Something that maybe you wouldn't find somewhere else. And have that as your awakening. Have that as your gratitude moment. And as you start to practice gratitude, then you bring more positive energy in, which in turn will then attract a job or a situation. If it's not a job that you know, I'm using it as an example, but it may be something else, but you will attract in what you desire. Okay, and we have the card for Intuition, which again goes with what I was saying with the first card about Archangel Raphael coming in and helping you with your intuition, helping to heal your intuition. It's something that we don't really discuss a lot with Archangel Raphael, but it is one of the areas that he has the expertise in, is helping us to heal our intuition. Now, with the Awakening and Archangel Jeremiah coming in, Archangel Jeremiah helps you to look back, helps you to see a situation as it really is, helps you to be merciful with everybody involved, but most especially with yourself. So with these two angels working, you know, it makes sense that your intuition is going to really come up to full notch, and you have to be willing to listen to it and take your own advice. Okay, that's something not a lot of people do. You know, quite often I'll be in a reading with somebody, or somebody will say, oh, I really felt I should have gone down that path, but oh well, I went down that path. Oh, the vibes felt good, or something like that. You know, they'll come out with something like that, and you can only think, but you wasn't listening to your intuition, your first initial little message that came to you, you know, because your intuition will always signpost you the way you're meant to go. Even if it doesn't make sense at the time, it's your intuition that you need to listen to. And then we have Archangel Raziel, the mystic of the angels. What a surprise. I kind of had a feeling that he would come in and just sort of finish off this trio of angels of kind of getting you seeing what's been, what needs to be, okay. And with Archangel Raziel, he helps you to understand all those signs, all those little messages that your intuition's bringing in. So do you see where they're kind of working together and helping you as you go through the week to really make sense of everything that's coming in? And there's this lovely orange at the end, and it's almost like going out from a dark, maybe cold place into something that feels empowering. Okay, so that's the sacral chakra, the solar plexus chakra. But you see, my guides go to me, sacral chakra, that's what I'm hearing, and there's the orange on there. Okay, so your sacral chakra as well, that's your seat of creativity. It's what makes you feel passionate about something or someone even. But you know, it's the sacral chakra is where the passion comes from, and also your sense of identity. So as you go from that dark place that maybe you find yourself at the beginning of the week towards that lovely, warm, orange, empowering, impassioned space at the end of the week, that's when you will really get a sense of your true identity. And that kind of speaks as well about the awakening. You know, when we become awakened to something, when we acknowledge something, and maybe that acknowledgement is something that you really want, that maybe you just haven't been thinking about. Okay. And perhaps that bad job or that bad situation or something you've been classing as not really serving a purpose has been serving a purpose and is giving you the opportunity to do something that you really want to do, or the opportunity to be with someone, or the opportunity to open a new door. And we have the angel of psychic ability. Your intuitive and I've learned to read. Your intuitive and psychic abilities are strong at the present. So once again, that's your intuition, isn't it? That's that inner voice, that's trusting yourself, that's listening to yourself and going with it. I always get excited when the cards go like this, when they really give a strong message, and that strong message isn't for me, it's for you. Okay, so if this resonates with you, please don't just say, this resonates, okay. Say, this resonates. How am I going to apply it? How am I going to make it not just resonate with me, but be me and be something that I can actually steer my life in the direction I want it to go in, okay? Because at the end of the day, any changes, any acceptance, any upliftment of mood really has to come from you, okay? Everybody else can tell you anything, but it doesn't matter if you don't tell yourself that, if you don't listen to yourself when you're telling yourself that, and if you don't accept it, okay? Now, just for now, I'll do a recap. Archangel Raphael, beginning of the week, and he brings in the lovely emotional healing, spiritual healing, mental healing, the upliftment. And that's confirmed by the angel healing card, where the angels are coming around you and they're helping you with your sadness, and they're just helping to bring that lovely healing in. Then we go to midweek. We have Archangel Jeremiah, the angel who helps us to reflect back on things, to look at past situations, maybe an ongoing situation, and there's an awakening, there's an acknowledgement. There's also orange on that card as well, so that's that awakening of, like I said before, passion, self-identity, creativity, intuition. All the way through this reading, they are reminding us, they are nudging us towards intuition and listening to intuition. And that's why you have the intuition card there. Okay, we then have Archangel Raziel coming in at the end of the week. He's the mystic of the angels. He's the one who helps us to understand the science. All the information's coming in. It's almost like you might want to think of Archangel Raphael healing you, so that you can actually think of yourself as, I don't know, a computer that's broken down. Archangel Raphael's doing the healing. so the information can come back into your into your database. So I'm not very techy, so probably the worst example I could give. Then we have Archangel Jeremiah. Archangel Jeremiah is the one who helps you to look back on a situation. So he's helping you to take all that information, to look back on it, to go back over it, to see where you can apply it, what needs to be got rid of, and just to kind of sort it out, just do a bit of a stock take on it. Then you're left with your information. You come to Archangel Raziel. Perhaps for some reason you don't really understand this information, so you need to have it recoded. Archangel Raziel is the one who will help you to understand that coding, will help you to understand the message that's being brought in. Everything will suddenly make sense, okay? And then we have the last card, which is the Angel of Psychic Ability. Speaks for itself. This is about your intuition, and this is about allowing yourself to use your psychic abilities. And we all have them. Different degrees, different levels of knowledge, of understanding, of acceptance even. Okay, I know people who are so psychic, but because they're so afraid, they just won't accept it and they won't let it in. Okay, so it doesn't necessarily go because you really believe in something and you go out and you try and learn everything that you're the best psychic. Sometimes the best psychics can be the really reluctant ones, as I said, the ones who have maybe got fear because they've seen too much before they may be able to understand it even. So, psychic ability is different for everyone. No two people are the same, no two gifts are the same, but we all have something. And that's the thing to remember, and to maybe acknowledge what yours is and use it. You don't have to use it for platform, you don't have to use it to be a healer. You can just use it to benefit your life on a daily basis. Okay, I think I've got to the end. Before I get a telling off in Nibbler from Mal for waffling, I will say thank you to everyone for watching this video. Please share the videos. The more we can actually bring onto the page, the more the interaction grows, the better it is for everyone. There's a lovely energy the more people we actually get on the page. Okay, and the more interactions going, then it just kind of attracts in more, so more things will go up and there'll be a much nicer energy. Not that there's not already a lovely energy on the page, because that's one of the reasons I love the page so much. Okay, feels more like family than anything else. So let's increase our family if we can. So share, share, share. Okay, with that I'll say goodbye and love and light to you all. Bye.